Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, well that's fucking awful timing. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a special episode. Today we're gonna try something new. I get a lot of questions about how my characters are built on the main series and, you know, other details. And today is the first time we'll pick a character and go over the build and the reasons why I went for certain builds or synergies or whatever. It's going to be more of a structured video instead of one of those, you know, on-the-spot commentaries. I'd love to hear what you guys would think about it. I also don't have a lot of time right now, but I did want to make a video at least, so I thought this would be a great angle. Also, there's nothing else to do in the game right now. One of the events isn't fully out yet, which is probably for Friday if I can't make yoimiya mains yet. And if I can, well then it'll be yoimiya main, and then it will be this event for Wednesday, right? I think so. It's really temporary. I hope you still like this stuff. If you have any other ideas or things you want to see me do, let me know. Maybe a video where I accept your challenges or something like that. So here she is. Here's my Sayu. Here are her stats. Now, it's not very interesting to scroll through this, I think, for most people, but I should put the Wolf's Gravestone back on her just for the stats real quick. Yeah, I think most people don't really look at the stats that much. It's mostly like every piece by itself and the set bonuses, etc. So we'll go over that. Of course, I have the Wolf's Gravestone. It's level 90, great weapon, but anything that has, you know, crit damage or attack would work. And I actually spent a lot of pulls to try and get this. So the first one is pretty good. It just makes it so that your ulti always heals and always deals damage. Whereas if you don't have C1, it will heal when you're low health and it will deal damage when you're close to full. The second one though is the longer you roll, the more damage your kick at the end will do, which is very fun because obviously it allows you to do a ton of damage, and I think without this I probably wouldn't do half as much damage as what I do right now. Only level 2. But Yuhu Art Fuin Dash, I believe is how you pronounce that, is very important. Of course, this is the main reason why I want to play Sayu. The swirl on the E is really good, and the kick at the end does a lot of damage, so this is really the only one you want to focus on, for me anyway. This is also good. If you're going to be a support Sayu, you should definitely level this up all the way. You know, increases the heal, and probably, what else? The heal and the damage. When you base press it, you also deal damage? I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't read characters. I just act like I main them. You all know this. This is like the #1 thing everyone knows about Sayu. Crystal flies and other wildlife. It's actually pretty cool. There's a very cute... Alright, wildlife, here we go. All of these are things Sayu makes not scared anymore. I didn't even know these were in the game, by the way. Where are these things? Look at them. As Flower, she has this piece, which unfortunately got a lot of energy recharge, but of course, as usual, for any DPS, you want crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent. I feel like it's obvious, just pointing it out to make sure you know. Elemental Mastery also is pretty good on Sayu. It's more for the... off damage kind of build I was talking about with a lot of swirl. If you're not going to go for a lot of swirl, you just want attack and crit damage and crit rate. This piece is pretty decent as well. I'm not going to comment on every single one of them. I'll be honest, most of my gear is absolutely terrible. It's because I don't have a lot of time to farm for gear, because most of the time I'm trying to make mains videos and they take a lot of time to make, and I can't really afford to farm for best gear for every character. Now let's quickly talk about the team I ran her with, which is these 4 boys. My Noelle is not built. She's really just there for the Geo resonance with Zhongli. If you really want to go ham with it, you can always put a set of Noblesse Oblige on her. You've probably seen me hold E a million times during the Sayu mains video. Shut up. I don't care what it tastes like. Because I was using Geo Resonance, right? And when you're shielded during Geo Resonance, you deal more damage. And finally, you can't go wrong with Bennett Boy, you know, broken to broken. The thumb is way too good, so you try and put it down. It's pretty hard to make it work with Sayu because you have to obviously roll around in it. You don't really have a lot of freedom, which is the only restricting thing with Bennett ulti, but it would be a bit broken if you could roll into it once and then have the buff for the rest of the duration, right? I still can't really believe that this is the kind of video I'm making right now, but we're doing it, and we'll see how you like it. Anyway, to finish off this video, I'd like to show a couple clips of Sayu in action with different things that I wouldn't want it to show in the video, but I couldn't really fit in. You'd say misfits. One of the first clips here is actually Sayu ignores Paimon when you roll out of bounds. She just keeps rolling, and you can input a direction every now and then. So you can, for 10 seconds, explore outside of boundaries, because Paimon is no longer a problem. I don't know, it might have been patched. I haven't tried since. This also works in the teapot. I actually tried that and ended up getting stuck and kept respawning in the void, so my Sayu was just getting chain killed. Amazing. Loving it. As you can see here, every time I respawned, it would be in the air, and I would fall back down every time. All I managed to type was help, which was supposed to be a help. I never got help. I was stuck there, and I had to restart the game. Cyril ignores the Paimon. And finally, this is a quick tip for all of you lazy people, including myself. For some reason, you know, this thing is only once a week, but it still annoys me to have to do it. And now with Sayu, all you have to do is press E once, and then walk away, go get yourself a drink or something, and you'll come back to it being done. Alright, that's all the little Sayu advice I have for today. It was a 5-minute video. I think it's pretty cute. Let me know what you thought. It feels very odd because it is scripted and all, of course, so it's really not my style usually, but I thought it was still, like, you know, a fun experience to try it out. So please let me know what you thought of it. It's filler, okay? It's experimental. It's like that one episode where nothing happens. This is kind of this one, but maybe you still had a good laugh. Maybe you still had a good time. I really hope so. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great one and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.